Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Prep Sports America. Richard Stray along with Steve Calhoun. And we're now going to talk about the CIF Southern Section Finals. 14 divisions this Friday and Saturday this weekend. Check your listings, check your favorites. Even if it's a local game, go out and support the athletes because it's the end of the season. They earned a finals position. They deserve a big crowd.
Exactly. And unlike last week, it's going to be like low 80s, high 70s.
Yeah.
That's real nice California weather, man.
Yeah.
For November, let's go.
Heck yeah. Well, it's great. I mean, at least there won't be any games, like we said, that are going to be, slowed down or mitigated because of the rain. It's just going to be honest effort. Everybody's going to hopefully be at full strength, and we're getting a lot of good games. Steve, I was at the banquet on Tuesday. They had it on Tuesday this week, actually, which was the day before yesterday, and all the teams were there. It was a lot of fun seeing a lot of the old coaches I had seen many years, and we're going to talk about some of those guys in a few seconds. But right now, let's get down to business. Division I final. Two teams, nobody. I didn't hear anybody at any time ever say Rancho Santa Margarita and Centennial. What are your thoughts on this game?
Hey, like you just said, nobody would have thought. I mean, there's somebody in Vegas that, somebody in Vegas made a lot of money. Nah, just joking. We don't bet on high school football. But, hey, it's been bubbling. Corona Centennial, they've always been right there, chipping away. And now they're in the finals. But Santa Margarita, now that's the way out of left field. Carson Palmer coming in, being the new head coach with his new staff. Unbelievable job. And now he's taking his team to the finals.
So Carson Palmer comes walking in, right, to the banquet, and he's dressed just like one of the kids. That dude does not age, man. He looks like he's like, 18, he's hair's all disheveled, and he doesn't care, man. He's just one of the boys.
It was amazing. Coaching ball. All about coaching ball.
Yeah, man. He was really like, he was so nonchalant about everything, which is really good,
Yes.
So, well, we already know this year, the only loss, Centennial, the number one team in the nation right now, the only loss was a 33-27 loss to Rancho Santa Margarita. Now, Steve, we've seen so far this year with Orange Lutheran and Bosco.
Good job, Bosco. Yeah.
Bosco whipped them 48-0, then got beaten by a missed extra point in the playoffs.
Correct.
And I wonder if this will hold true this time. But then again, Centennial beat Mater Dei twice.
Yep.
So I got to wonder how that's going to factor into this week's game, that loss.
Well, you know what? I think Coach Logan was not available. He was in the hospital. He had something medical that he was not there that first game, and he missed it. And when you don't have your leader, you don't have that voice, that's been leading you the whole year. It makes it could definitely take a toll on your players. But now he's back. They're coming off that big Mater Dei win. They're at full strength. Coach's staff, Coach Logan's there. It's going to be a shootout in the Rose Bowl.
Logan's a very intense dude. I've interviewed him many times, and but when I was talking to him, yesterday at the banquet, I asked him, hey man, congratulations, first guy to beat Mater Dei twice in the same season, not named Bosco. And he said, yeah, that's in the past though, man. He says, we got to worry about what's coming up now. He is so dialed in. All he wanted to talk about was Santa Margarita. So this guy knows he's on the cusp, because if he wins this game and he can beat De La Salle in the state finals, he's going to be the national champion.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, they're not even really thinking national championship.
No.
They're just thinking about just winning the next game.
Next game.
That's exactly right. And, hey, it's going to be a shootout.
It is.
It's going to be a shootout. I mean, the quarterback... Go ahead.
I just think that, at the Rose Bowl, number one, beautiful setting. The fact that these two teams know each other very well, and the fact that Logan is very, very close to winning it all. And like we talked about, nobody had them winning it all this year.
No.
So
I mean, but they reload every year.
I know.
They just get all those kids from Corona.
I know.
They coach them up. They do an unbelievable job of building them up, developing them, and every year they're right there. They just one or two players away, but now they got a fully loaded team from special teams, defense. Their defense flies around. And
everybody, Logan had these teams. He was platooning teams. He would have first team, second team, and they would trade off every series, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he had everybody happy, had depth that way. And but now he's just, he's just got the one system. He's got the best 11 out there. Mm-hmm.
Go
So
with
that
Martin.
game, like you said, is going to be a good one. Going to be very close. I can't wait to see this one. As much as I couldn't wait to see Modern Day and Centennial mix it up again, and that game did not disappoint.
No,
Not at all. Let's get out of here and go to Division II. Now, we talked early
Okay.
on, and I remember telling you, Steve, it almost seems a ripoff that Los Al and Yorba Linda are playing in the first round, because I was thinking that Los Al or Yorba Linda, one of those two guys could have been at the top.
Yeah.
And they were Los Alamitos. They got there on the upper bracket. Now we're talking about the lower bracket, San Clemente. I think they would rather play anybody than San Clemente. San Clemente got them during league season 28-9. Pretty convincing.
Jaime Ortiz, he does not get enough. That's the head coach from San Clemente. He does not get he does not get enough credit for how well he has his team playing every year in and year out. They're always up there. You know, they graduate a bunch of kids. You know, get a bunch of kids to go to college, and they have an unbelievable youth football program that feeds right into San Clemente. And Coach Ortiz coaches them up, and his staff does an unbelievable job. And that's going to be another great game right there. Los Al, San Clemente.
Man, and Crean Lutheran, man. I mean, what happened?
Doesn't matter when doesn't matter what happened in the regular season.
No,
it's
it doesn't.
The new season.
It's the
you gotta
new
go
season,
1-0
baby.
in the new season.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah. All right, let's jump down to Division 4 real quick.
Okay.
La Habra, San Jacinto, two teams that would never meet under any circumstances. They're a million miles apart. We talked to Frank Mazzotta at the banquet, and here's what Frank had to say about San Jacinto and his team.
They're a really well-coached team, and Eric and I are really good friends. I know what a good coach he is, and he's got really good football players, tough kids, good athletes, and they're used to winning out there. They've proven it throughout the playoffs that they're tough, and they rally at the end. They're never out of games. Play good defense, run the ball really well, and I think we're similar. I think we play pretty good defense. I think we can run the ball, and I think we can throw it when we need to. And then with DJ being a little bit of an X factor, he can take off and make some plays as well.
You talk about how complete they are. It just sounds like you guys have to have every base covered this week.
Absolutely.
Like it or not.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should be. You're playing in a CIF championship, you better be one of those teams that can cover all the bases.
Can you believe that this is the 9th time that Frank Mazzotta is going to be in a finals? Right now, he's 7 of 8. He's won 7 of 8 CIF titles, and he's going to be he's going for 8 out of 9. I mean, that's only Matt Logan's the only one with a better record than him right now.
Hey, and that's exactly what I was going to bring up. Hey, 2 public schools that play at a high level, and they got a staple head coach that's not leaving. I mean, they could take jobs. They could be up anywhere, but they decide not to do it. Stay right there in the community, develop those kids, make them into great men, and they're in the finals again. Unbelievable. I was going to say one thing about the La Habra team, and just how well they're coached. Coach Mazzotta had the opportunity to go head to head with his team. My son's senior year at Buena Park, Anthony White was our head coach. They had a young sophomore quarterback named Eric Barrier. I'm like, who's this young guy? And so, we locked horns, and his team was so well prepared for that game. And I just remember this is a well-coached team for be a public school, and you don't, have all these transfers in, and how well they were coached and how disciplined they were. And they bought into their system and everything, he's been preaching for however many years he's been there. I know they're going to be ready to go.
All right, joining us now is Adam Diaz. And Adam, you're our Division 8 expert. Of course, Beckman's in it. You know those guys better than anybody. They're playing Brea Linda. What do you know? What do you say?
You know what? This is going to be a really exciting game. Come on, you have 2 Orange County programs going against each other. It's always good when it's 2 teams from the county, South County, North County. It's going to be really exciting to see what both the Patriots and the Wildcats are going to show in this exciting game.
Anyways, you're out at the banquet last Tuesday, and you're running around. Who'd you talk to?
I had the opportunity to talk to senior quarterback Noah Nam, and got a chance to talk to him at the CIF Luncheon and just get to see what his thoughts and reactions were going into, obviously, this event, but also going into his first ever CIF championship appearance.
I'm doing well, and I was just pretty excited to get over here and see what this is all about. It's pretty nice.
Now you're looking forward to an exciting CIF championship game against Brea?
Yes, yeah, I am.
All right, and then what's the vibe been like at practice so far for you guys going into this game?
We've been pretty focused, dialed in, just focusing on our scouting report and just trying to get one more.
That is amazing. And is there anything in particular that your coaching staff has prepared you guys for a game like this?
Just be prepared for anything. Maybe the field situation, we're not 100% certain about that yet, but he's preparing us for anything, so we're ready.
That is amazing. No, congratulations in being a part of this event, obviously, and enjoy a great game on Friday night.
Yes, thank you.
You kind of saw just a little taste of what Noah is like, obviously, on the off the field. He is the exact same way on the field as well. A very calm and cool presence that the offense for the Beckham Patriots are around, but more importantly, as the quarterback, he is the leader of this team, and that's what you would want. You want to see that cool, calm demeanor of just, hey man, like, let's just get to work. Let's just see what we can do. If passes aren't going to be completed or open, I'm going to be the one to run it. And he is a smart young quarterback that can also be a dual threat. We can see, and we've seen that previously in our coverage games in the past.
Noah is a very cool customer at quarterback, and that's what you need. And it's uncanny to find a guy like him. He's so mellow, doesn't get rattled. Even when there's busted plays, he just does his thing, goes back, doesn't get too fired up. Never seen him yelling at players. Now, I haven't seen every game, but we called a few games on TV, and he's fine. He's fine. He looks like he'll do something in college at the next level for sure. All right, listen, Adam, I appreciate your time. Thanks for the report, and looking forward to hearing what happened at the game.
Thank you so much, Rich, for having me, and have a great night, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks. All right, Steve. Also, I got to talk with some old friends over at the banquet this last Tuesday. Pete Gonzalez of the Montebello Oilers is going to be taking on Woodbridge this week in the finals. Now, Pete has been at Montebello for quite some time now. He's going for a second CIF championship with two different schools now. He won one with St. Paul. Then he got a job over at Montebello later on, and now he's in the finals now. So Pete's trying to win his second one with two different schools. Not a lot of guys can do that, Steve.
No, not at all. I mean, just to win one. You know? And there's a lot of coaches that have been coaching a long time that haven't won one, and now he has an opportunity to win his second one. That's some good ball coaching right there. Got his kids dialed in, ready to go.
We talked with Pete, and here's what he had to say about the finals.
Man. All right, let's talk about Montebello this year. You know, you guys had an up and down season, but you hung in there when it counted at the end, got in the playoffs, you've been winning games, and here you are in the finals. Talk about your season, Coach.
Well, we started a little bit slow. We got a little banged up early on, lost a few key guys. But once we got healthy, we started to come together. And we've been blessed and lucky to have all our guys the last 6 weeks and just kind of come together, and everybody's stepping up a little bit more, and we're just playing a little bit better than before.
A lot of people don't understand those injuries early on, do they? You come in there, guys start pulling hammies and get a little tight here and there, but everybody's back for the playoffs, and that's what you want.
Yep, we got healthy at the right time. So we're really blessed and really lucky right now.
All right, Coach, talk about your team. What type of team are you? What do you guys do?
We're just physical. We try to run the ball. We play hard on defense. We try to be super aggressive. So just a bunch of hard-working kids, hard-nosed kids, and that's everything about us.
Hey, Pete, your opponent this week is Woodbridge. What can you tell us about Woodbridge? I'm sure you've studied them by now.
Oh yeah, they're a big team, and they got some speed, and then they can throw the football and they can run the football, so they're pretty well balanced. But they are definitely coached very well, and we have a big challenge in front of us.
Now, the other gentleman we were talking about, I ran into, was Ramon Juarez from Pioneer High School. Now, Ramon was a coach back in the day, like 20 years ago at Pioneer. He stopped coaching. He went, I don't know where he went, but he came back to Pioneer as an athletic director. And they were searching for a coach when Chuck Willick stepped down during the pandemic. They couldn't find one, so Ramon took the job. And now he's going for a second successive CIF championship. They won last year. He's trying to win it again this year. They're going to face a tough South El Monte team. It's going to be a tough road.
Wow.
It's going to be a tough road.
You know, the one thing that they have on South El Monte is experience of playing in that big game. You can't imagine how far that goes, you know, for a team already understanding the pressure and the crowd and the lights and everything. So I think I'm going to give them the edge.
Here's what Ramon Juarez had to say about his finals.
All right, we're talking with Coach Ramon Juarez from Pioneer High School. Coach, first off, congratulations getting to the finals again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Coach, let's talk about your team this year. Go ahead and describe your ball club to me, if you would.
We are very physical, but small, pretty quick, and we got a lot of speed on our team. I think with our veteran ball club, we have a lot of experience, especially in playoff situations. So I think that's benefiting us right now. We had a couple of games that we were behind early on, and we were able to stop them defensively and then get the lead later on and hold them off.
It's great when you have a good defense, man, especially when they need to stop. And,
That's right.
talk about your opponent, South Almonte, this week. What do you know about him? What can you tell us?
South Almonte's got a real solid team. Their quarterback throws the ball really well. They have a running back that is kind of shifty and gets through the line very, very good. They have a big offensive line. It's going to be difficult for us to deal with, but hopefully our quickness will be able to kind of neutralize that.
Coach, real quick, talk about some of the players on your team that have had a good season.
Well, first of all, I have to talk about Jose Rojas. He's the player of the year last year in Division 14. He's a receiver and defensive back for us. Last year, he led the area in interceptions with 9. I think they've been avoiding him this year as far as passing in his direction, but he leads the team in tackles with 120. And offensively, he's a juggernaut. If he touches the ball, he has a chance to go the distance. Our quarterback, Noah Anderson, has been solid and been doing a good job with maintaining the offense. And Stephen Roman is our main running back. He's a downhill runner, about 185, 190 pounds, strong, busts through the line pretty well. So he's a track guy, so if he gets in the open, he might be gone.
Coach, what bothers you the most about South Almonte as far as the team goes,
I think their size really is going to be a factor for us as far as whether we can handle it and maintain through the game. Hopefully, for us, we've been using our speed to try to neutralize and wear people down. But, they got a big offensive line and defensive line. We'll see how our offensive line and defensive line handle them during the game.
Being a defending CIF champion, did you get everybody's best game this year?
Yeah.
Saw that, didn't you?
We knew we had a target on our back, so it's been an up and down season, but I think we're at this point playing our best football. So.
Okay, Steve.
Wow.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, and that's what Ramon Wars. He's there now. He's got Pioneers program humming. He said he was going to be there for 3 years or so just to try to get the program going, but he's got something right now. I mean, he's got something going. He's motivating these kids. He's got them ready to run through walls for him, and now they're going for their second CIF title in a row. You got to give Wars some credit for that.
There's no doubt about it. That kind of reminds me kind of like Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin needs to stay at Ole Miss. I don't think he's going to leave. But he has some, a lot of familiarity with the kids and the program and the city and everything. Yeah, that's
Where's
awesome.
he need to go? I mean, he's got it humming, like you say. It's a good program.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they do. We'll see how Pioneer does. We'll see how Montebello does. I mean, there's a lot of locals that are doing very well. Yep. And there's way more to talk about, man. We only have a limited amount of time, so this is as far as we can go.
Rich, every week, appreciate you having me on, bud.
Yeah, last thing I'm going to say, man, I hope LJ Funk and those guys get it on this week. I hope they do a great job because they're still winning.
They're in the semifinals, man.
Pearl Cone.
Yeah,
we're going to have to get LJ on maybe next week. Maybe we should give him a call.
That'd be awesome.
Let's do
awesome.
it. I got plenty of video of him.
Okay.
Good deal.
Perfect.
All right, Steve Calhoun, everybody. On behalf of Steve Calhoun, I'm Rich Estrella. So long from your friends here at Prep Sports America.